Thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm not worried about you being sworn in. I know who you are.
Thank you, Your Honor.
My understanding, we only have one Spanish speaking person. They're in courtroom 2 at the BRC, and he's at the podium now. I don't see him. They're putting the headphones on him now. But let me give you the case number: CF 2020-6075, Pedro Fanzel Luna.
Luma.
And just let me know when you're ready.
Your Honor, I'm going to try to do it over the speaker with you, and I think he can hear me. If he can take off the headset. Señor, quítese los audífonos, por favor. Something is going on with my system here, and I just noticed it's not connecting to the jail.
No problem.
Señor Luma, ¿puede escuchar la intérprete?
Sí.
He can hear the interpreter. Great.
All right. What is your name, sir?
Señor, su nombre, por favor.
Pedro Luis Fontanes Luna.
Pedro Luis Fontanes Luna.
Fontanes Luna.
Fontanes Luna.
Sir, you're charged with the following criminal offenses: aggravated battery on a pregnant person and criminal mischief.
Señora, usted se le acusa de los siguientes delitos: daño a propiedad ajena y un caso de agresión con amenazas contra una persona embarazada.
Correcto.
Just checking with the jail. Do we have any witnesses out there?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Sir, I'm going to set bond in this case in the amount of $2,500. That's to count 1.
Señor, en la primera causa la fianza va a ser de $2,500.
With the special condition that you have no contact with the alleged victim in this case.
Con la condición especial que no tenga ningún tipo de contacto con la alegada víctima de este caso.
Okay, yo lo único que tengo es si tengo papel, una pregunta. Yo tengo mi vehículo de motor está en casa de esa persona y yo necesito cuando.
I only have one question. My motor vehicle is at that person's house.
Sir, I'll allow you to return back to the residence one time with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings you have there.
Señor, le voy a permitir regresar a esa vivienda una sola ocasión, acompañado de un policía a retirar sus artículos personales.
Sí, así mismo yo lo pensaba hacer, pero estoy porque tú sabes, no quiero más problemas y estoy preguntando qué vía tomo para no cometer más.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of doing, but I wanted to make sure which way to go because I want to avoid any problem.
Also, count 2, the charge of criminal mischief. Your bond will be set at $250.
También la segunda causa, daño a propiedad ajena, la fianza son de $250.
And I'm appointing the public defender's office in this case too.
Y le estoy designando el defensor público para que le represente en este caso.
All right.
Entonces mi fianza global es $500.
So my bond is not $500?
No.
No, señor.
This way, sir. Come on, this way.
Eso es todo. Your Honor, is that the only case for Orange, for Spanish?
That's what I've been told.
And you didn't have any for Osceola?
We didn't have any for Osceola County. We finished Osceola County.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. You do the same, man.
You're welcome.
All right. What's your name, please?
Michael Lee Bennett.
I couldn't quite hear you.
Michael Lee Bennett.
Like Michael Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
You've been arrested on the charge of disorderly conduct. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $100.
We'd ask for ROR in this case. We know your situation.
Okay. State wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor. No objection.
All right. I'll grant your request, ma'am. I'm going to release your RR in this case, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I've reviewed all, I just want to say this for the record, I reviewed all the cases. Unless I say otherwise, I'm finding probable cause, unless you all bring my attention to something I may have missed. And I'm appointing the public defender's office in each case, in case I forget. What's your name, please?
Stephon Russell.
That is the attorney case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Your attorney, Ms. Sweet, is here.
Yes, sir.
You ain't blind, Miss Sweet. He can see. What's your name again, young man?
Stephon Russell.
Sir, you got arrested on charge of delivery of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a convenience or business. I reviewed the case, Ms. Sweet. I'm finding probable cause for the arrest in this case. I'm going to say, the bond said that I'll hear from you before I decide to set bond. Anything you'd like to say about bond? It's at 10,000 right now. To how much? Why? Okay. State which to be heard.
Your Honor, I would leave it at the discretion of the court. My recommendation would be to leave it at the amount you had originally stated.
Okay. I'm going to set it at 7,500 because I got another case to deal with here too, Miss Sweet. I'll set bond on $7,500. So you out on bond on case number CF 16148. And those charges were aggravated battery and tampering with physical evidence. Ms. Sweet, it shows that you represent him on those cases too, I believe. Yeah. All right. What's the state's position as to his bond status on those cases?
What is the conditions right now?
Well, right now he's on simple bond. I'm assuming I don't know about contact with the victim or anything, but the bond amount is a total bond of $3,650.
I would ask. I have no information about that case, so it's hard for me.
Yeah, well, the problem is. But I'm not gonna. You get new law violations while you're out on bond. I have a problem with that. So I'm gonna revoke that bond. I'm gonna set new bond on each count. On the aggravated battery, $5,000. On the tampering with physical evidence, $1,000, which I think is a standard bond anyway. But you just can't keep getting arrested, sir. All right.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we had skipped the first two that was on the move-up list. Norina Pertrovisky, she refused to come to court.
Okay.
And also that
I tell you what, we'll reset Ms. whatever you called her.
Okay. And Hugo Pinella, he refused to come to court as well.
Can we make a note that they bring them by any means necessary next time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I think Hugo didn't come yesterday either.
Yes, Your Honor.
Maybe I won't set him for the afternoon just in case he can't get up this early. Yeah. Miss Sweet, I gave you 75. You know. All right. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thanks.
What's your name, please?
Crystal Lynn Evans Ryan. Excuse me.
All right. Ma'am, you're arrested on charge of aggravated assault and battery, dating violence. Your bond is set at $2,000 on aggravated assault. On the battery, dating violence, $1,000. With the special condition, you have no contact with the victim.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. What's your name, sir?
Home Antonio Play.
I can't hear you.
Home Antonio Play.
Sir, you are arrested on the following charges. Resisting officer without violence, bond set at $500. Battery on a person 65 years or older. I'm going to set bond in this case in the amount of $2,500. Special condition, you have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. If you live there, which I believe you do, you can go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your belongings, but you cannot stay there. What's your name, sir?
Christopher Allen Taylor.
Mr. Taylor, you were charged with the offense, arrested on the charge, rather, of aggravated battery with great bodily harm. Give me just 1 second here. And you all can interrupt me at the BRC if there are any witnesses there that need to testify. Otherwise, I'm not going to ask.
Yes, Your Honor. We only have one victim. I'll let you know when we get to him.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna set bond in this case in the amount of $2,500. Special condition that you have no contact whatsoever with the victim in this case. Shows here that you all do live, well, no, it says you two reside at different residences, but if you do have any belongings at that residence, you're allowed to go back one time and retrieve any belongings.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your name, ma'am?
Mariah Anderson.
Ms. Anderson, you're charged with battery, domestic violence.
Yes.
I'm going to set bond in this case in the amount of $500. Special condition, you have no contact with the victim in this case. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you. What's your name, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Julio Burgos.
Good morning, Ms. Burrows. Oh, okay. This is Mr. Burrows. You're charged with the offense attaching a tag to a plate to an unsigned vehicle. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You do? Wait, hold on a second now. I want to make sure I got the right case. Okay, so you don't have a probable cause objection to this tag case, do you?
No.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and just tell him what the bond is on that so I won't forget. I'm going to set bond in that case in the amount of $250, Madam Clerk. All right, now you get to this next case that you charge a violation of domestic violence injunction. And the lawyer in the courtroom, which I've appointed the public defender's office to represent you, is getting ready to speak now, so I know you know who's talking. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. In the arrest affidavit, it doesn't state that he was in contact with the victim junction. It doesn't. It says he should have known not to let her travel in the vehicle, but it doesn't state that anyone else was in when he was pulled over.
State which be heard.
Your Honor, defense is correct. It doesn't state in there. I think it would be assumed by the language that this other.
Yeah, I can't make no assumptions.
Yes,
you know.
correct, Your Honor. Which I would ask for 24 hours so I can get a supplement from this officer stating that this other person was in the car.
Well, I'm gonna. You can get a supplemental report regardless. You're gonna have to do that if you're gonna charge him with it anyway. I'm gonna find that there's a probable cause in this case, and I'm gonna release him RORs to this charge because I got another charge over here, and then I got another one I got to deal with here too. So I'm gonna release him ROR in that case. And so now, sir, you also out on bond on CF 2020-5861, and those charges were tampering with witness to hinder communication, law enforcement, and battery domestic violence. Now, Madam Clerk, it says one case number at the top and then one case number at the bottom. I don't know which one it is. It's the CF case number. Okay, your bond in this case is a total of $2,500. I'm going to revoke that bond, set new bond in the amount of $2,500 as count one, and as count two, $1,000. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Anijah Clark.
Clark, you're charged with the offense of battery domestic violence. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $500. Special condition that you have no contact with the victim involved in this case. You all apparently live together, so you can go back to the residence one time with law enforcement to retrieve your belongings. And then you all can't have any contact with each other.
Your Honor, her victim.
Yes.
Her victim is the next person on the docket. They both got arrested.
Oh, okay. I see that. Yes, I see that at the co-defendant in this case. Well, I'll tell you what, ma'am. I'm gonna say y'all have no contact with each other. Y'all gonna have to decide who lives where, but one of y'all can't stay together. That's the decision one of you all got to make. I'm not making that today.
No, I don't live there. I moved out like 3 weeks ago, and I just stayed the night that one night. They made it seem like I moved back, and I didn't.
I'm just going by what they put in this allegation, ma'am. First thing they put was boyfriend and girlfriend living together for approximately a year and 8 months. So you don't have to tell me anything about it. I don't want you to start telling me about the case, but I don't want you all to have any contact with each other at this point.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, we had skipped one. Terry Beverly, he's mental health.
Yes, ma'am.
He's mental health.
Oh, okay. We'll reset him, Madam Clerk, just to be a for stat. Set it for Tuesday. Now settle down a little bit. Okay. What's your name, sir?
Andrew Davis.
Andre Davis?
Andrew Davis.
Andrew Davis?
Yes.
Davis, you're charged with the offense of battery, domestic violence. We'll set bond in the amount of $500. Special condition, you have no contact with the victim involved in this case. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Scott Heiser Handback.
You're charged with the offense of battery, domestic violence also. Just give me just a second. Okay, yeah, that's the one I had to read a couple of times. I wanted to make sure I was reading this correctly. Because I don't say nothing. I'm not asking you to tell me anything. I'm just trying to read. I'm really talking out loud. You said you live with the victim in this case. Don't, like I said, that's why I'm just reading the allegation. So based on that, sir, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $500. Special condition, you have no contact with the victim involved in this case, and you not return to the scene where this incident occurred. You can go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your belongings. All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, the next person is James Holt. He wasn't coming because he refused, but his victim is here to testify because she said she won't be able to come back tomorrow.
Well, the problem is he needs to be present to hear her testify, and especially if they're going to set some type of bond for consideration or anything like that. So I can't hear her and then turn around and, I'm not going to be the judge tomorrow. So it wouldn't do any good for me to hear it. So I'm just going to, if he refused to come, I'm going to just reset him. We can reset him for Tuesday.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right. What's your name, please?
Diana Lowry.
Lowry, you were arrested on the charge of battery domestic violence. Give me just a second, ma'am. I'm going to set bond in this case in the amount of $500. Special condition that you and the alleged victim in this case have no contact with each other. All right. Thank you. What's your name?
Wallace Manning.
Okay, I believe you the co-defendant in this case. This is here some. You're charged with battery domestic violence. You set bond in the amount of $500. Special condition that you have no contact with the victim in this case, the alleged victim in the case, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Christopher McField.
McField, you're charged with the offense of violation of domestic violence injunction.
Yes, sir.
Give me a second.
Son.
Yeah. I'm gonna set bond in this case in the amount of $1,000 with special condition you have no contact with the victim. You're out on bond on case number MM 2020 14 AO, and your bond status on that case is $500. I'm gonna revoke that bond and set you at no bond in that case, sir. Next person, step up to the podium, please.
Morgan.
What's your name, sir?
Willie Morgan.
Mr. Morgan, you have two cases here. Case CT 2017-7204. You're charged with a failure to appear. That's on a DUI charge. And there's a warrant issued out for you on that one. You got picked up on. You had no bond into that charge. Then you have a battery domestic violence case. Let me look at this right quick. Set bond in the amount of $500. Special condition, you have no contact with the victim involved in this case.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, the next person, Jameer Adams, he's in the hospital because we set that for 24 hours after he get out.
All right, thank you, ma'am. What's your name, sir?
Algernon DeAndre Armstrong.
Armstrong, you were arrested on the charge of fleeing or attempting to elude police and a no valid driver's license charge. Just give me just a second. Let me review the arrest report.
He's over here already.
Search to fleeing or attempting to elude charge and set bond in the amount of $5,000. No valid driver's license, $100 bond. You out on bond on the following case, CF 2019-4892, on the charges of burglary of a dwelling, dealing in stolen property, receiving money from a pawnbroker, and criminal mischief and grand theft. I'm going to revoke the bonds on each one of those counts. As to the burglary of a dwelling charge, set bond in the amount of $5,000. Dealing in stolen property, new bond $5,000. Receiving money from a pawnbroker, $5,000 bond. Criminal mischief, $1,000. And grand theft, third degree, $1,000. Thank you, sir.
So, sir,
Oh, you got another case too. I didn't know that. You had a second case also. Thank you, Madam Clerk. In that case, you out on bond, in charge of burglary of a dwelling, dealing in stolen property, 4 counts. Receiving money from a pawnbroker by false verification ID, 3 counts. And receiving money from a pawnbroker by false verification, a grand theft. As to those charges, you burglary of a dwelling charge, set bond at $5,000. The dealing in stolen property, 4 counts, all 4 counts, $5,000. Receiving money from a pawnbroker by false verification ownership is 3 counts, $5,000. Well, it's actually 4 counts, and that'll be $5,000 each count. The grand theft, $1,000, Madam Clerk. Is that all our case, man? All right, thank you, sir. What's your name, bud?
Melvin Brannon.
You're charged with possession of MDMA, bond set at $1,000. Resisting arrest without violence, $500. Loitering and prowling, $250. Thank you, sir.
All right.
What's your name, sir?
Darius Burgess, sir.
You have 2 cases. First case you have, you charged with the offense of robbery with a firearm. First degree felony punished by life. Bond be set. There's no bond in that case. Then the second case you have possession of ammunition by a convicted felon. Bond set at $5,000. Count 2, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, $150 bond. Possession of amphetamine, bond set at $150. Possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, $100. Thank you, sir.
The next person, Your Honor, is Deandra Daniely. She's medical.
reset her within 24 hours of release from the medical situation. What's your name, ma'am?
Catherine Doyle.
Ms. Doyle, you're charged with possessing a controlled substance. Bond set at $500. Possessing drug paraphernalia. Madam Clerk, I'm going to set that bond at $100.
Okay.
I didn't raise it. I said I left count 1 at 1,000, but I lowered count 2 to 100. What's your name, please?
Yes, Fillmore.
Fillmore, you're charged with possessing of MDMA. Bond set at $1,000, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? What's your name, sir?
Guillermo Frank.
Sir, you're charged in count 1, lewd, lascivious molestation. Person, the victim between the age of 12 and 15. On the set bond in the amount of $15,000 with no contact with the victim. Count 2, lewd and lascivious extradition of a person greater than 17 years, by a person greater than 17 years of age. On the set bond in this case in the amount of $15,000 also with the special condition you have no contact. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Francisco Garcia.
Are you in charge of the following offenses? Possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams, $150 bond. Possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, $150 bond. Carrying a concealed firearm, $150 bond. Grand theft of firearm, $150 bond. Possession of drug paraphernalia, $100 bond. Aggravated assault with the firearm. Just give me just a second. Set bond in the amount of $5,000 is to the aggravated assault with special condition you have no contact with the victim involved in this case.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name, please?
Stephen Grant.
Mr. Grant, you're charged with the offense of carrying a concealed firearm. Bond set at $2,500. You out on bond on CF 2019-16626, charge of neglect of a child. I'm revoking that bond, set new bond in that case in the amount of $5,000.
Your Honor, the next person, Don Joseph, is mental health.
Okay, we'll reset him. We'll say it's Tuesday now, but yes, ma'am. What's your name, sir?
Stedrick Lanier.
You're charged of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Give me a second.
I can't look at this.
Set bond in the amount of $1,000 with special condition you have no contact with the victim involved in this case, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, are you setting bond for both counts at 1,000?
I didn't see but one count on here.
I have 2 counts of aggravated assault with deadly weapon.
Okay, I'm set bond in each count at $1,000. I'm sorry about that. I just saw one thing. I didn't look at it as 2. Okay. So that'll be 2 separate counts, both $1,000.
All right, thank you.
And no contact with the victims. What's your name, sir?
Byron Andrew Lawson.
Lawson, you got two cases. One case, grand theft third degree. Bond set at $2,500. Then petty theft with two prior theft convictions. Bond set at $1,000.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. What's your name, sir?
Jonathan Luke.
Okay. Luke, you were picked up arrested on charge of burglary with conveyance. Bond set at $3,500. Also contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Bond set at $100. You were out on bond on two cases. I think it's two. Yes, it's two. First case I'm gonna deal with is CT 2020-2657. That was a no valid driver's license. You were ROR. I'm revoking that ROR at this time. Setting bond at $1,000 in that case. In case number CF 2020-4925, you had two charges: grand theft of a motor vehicle and resisting without violence. Revoking the bond that you own on each one of those counts. Count one, the grand theft, set bond at $2,500. The resisting without violence, bond set at $1,000. Thank you, sir. What's your name, young man?
Miguel Mendes, sir.
Okay, you're charged count one with robbery, bond set at $2,500. Count two, petty theft, one bond set at $100. On the robbery charge, you have no contact with the victim.
Yes, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Reginald Noel.
Right, so you have,
Judge, we have an add-on first detainer for him. Let me know when you need the case number.
Okay, let me do this one first, and then we'll go from there. All right, you're charged with trafficking of 10 grams or more of MDMA, bond set at $50,000. Count two, possession of MDMA, bond set at $150. Count three, tampering with physical evidence, $150. And count four, possession of drug paraphernalia. And ma'am, you say you have another case on him?
Yes, Your Honor. He's currently out on bond. Case number 2019 CT 001806.
And do you know what the charge is and the bond amount?
The charge is driving while license is suspended. Second conviction. I'll find the bond amount for you.
I'll revoke the bond in that case. Set a new bond in the amount of $2,500. What's your name, sir?
James Perkins.
Mr. Perkins, you picked up on a fade to appear. Your bond is set at $5,000. What's your name, please?
Calvin Rashawn Reese.
So you're arrested on the charge of possession of MDMA. Bond set at $1,000. Loitering and prowling. I'll RR you on that one.
What did you say, sir?
On your possession of ecstasy charge, your bond is going to be $1,000.
Yes, sir.
As to the other charge of loitering and prowling, I'm reducing the $100 bond to an ROR.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Hmm? What's your name, sir?
Shaquille Robinson.
Okay. So Robinson, you were picked up on charge of carrying a concealed firearm.
Yes, sir.
Give me just a second. Bond was set at $1,000 is that charge. Possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver. Bond was set bond at $1,000 in that case too. You are also out on bond on case number CF 2019-15098. You had an aggravated assault, false imprisonment, domestic battery by strangulation, and battery DV. I don't see what the bond amounts were in this case, whatever the bond amounts were. Well, when it says open case by the state, does that mean he hadn't been arrested yet?
I am not sure, Your Honor. I don't think I've heard that.
I'm just it's checked off on here. So, and they don't have a bond amount that I can revoke. So I'm not going to take any action. I don't know what.
What is the? I could maybe look it up real quick. What's that case number?
It's CF 2019-15098. We're gonna hold on to you for a second. We'll recall you in a few minutes, young man. What's your name, sir?
Mark Sim.
You're charged with possession of ecstasy. Bond set at $1,000. Looks like you're out on bond on case number CF 2020-17205. Charge of possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of methamphetamine. Bond set at $1,500. I'm gonna revoke that bond at this time. It's possession of cocaine. Bond set at $2,500. Possession of drug paraphernalia, $1,000. Possession of methamphetamine. Bond set at $2,500. Thank you, sir.
The next person, Demetrius Spires, is mental health, Your Honor.
We'll reset him. Okay. I'll go back. I'm after I finish this. What's your name, sir?
Jackie Wallace.
Mr. Wallace, you were arrested on the charge of battery on a law enforcement officer. Bond set at $2,500. Resisting arrest with violence. Bond set at $1,000. Thank you, sir. Let's go back to Mr. Keel Allen. Okay, and that case number was CF 2019-15098. I got he was either PTR or he had a bond set, so if he qualified for PTR. So I'm going to revoke the bond as to the aggravated assault, count one, set bond in the amount of $2,500. That's the count two. The battery by strangulation, $1,000. And battery domestic violence, I'll set $1,000 also. It was only 3 counts. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
George Michael Watts Jr.
Okay, Mr. Watts, you have 2 cases here I have. First case, possession of weapon by a convicted felon, bond set at $5,000. Count 2, possession of ammunition by a convicted felon. I'm gonna set bond at $1,000. Then you have a battery charge. Your bond in that case would be set at $500 with no contact with the victim involved in this case. Thank you, sir. What's your name, please?
Harvey White, sir. Peace and blessings.
White, you're charged with the offense of grand theft 3rd degree of a firearm. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $2,000. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Ron Martin, sir.
Mr. Martin, you were picked up on a charge of driving under the influence. Bond set at $100. Then you have a DUI prior conviction. Bond set at $1,000. And driving while license suspended or revoked. Bond set at $100. Thank you, sir.
Next person, Miss Roseba, she bonded.
Okay, thank you. What's your name, please?
Davis, Jessica.
Ms. Davis, you were arrested on the charge of trespass on property after warning. Bond set at $500. Resisting officer without violence, $100. Possession of drug paraphernalia, bond set at $100. You out on bond on a MM 2020-211 on the charge of trespass. And you were pretrial release. I revoked the pretrial release and set bond at $1,000. What's your name, ma'am?
Sheree Lloyd.
Okay. You know, you're picked up on charge of trespass.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, Your Honor. Defense would ask for Arnold.
state have any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
I'm gonna release your RORs to this case, ma'am. What's your name, sir?
Valentine Zell.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with the offense of resisting an officer without violence. Bond set at $500. Possession of drug paraphernalia, you set bond at $100. Possession of cannabis, $100. Thank you, sir.
You're on the next person, Andrew Bergman. He refused to come to court.
What happened to John McCall?
You have a booking number, Judge?
I'm gonna let the clerk tell you. I changed. I don't remember what I said. Let me see. I think I can remember. I was just joking with you. But I thought I left it at 5. Then the drug paraphernalia, I think I said it at 100. And then the cannabis 100. Didn't I do that? Something like that? I give them.
2,11525.
I can't hear you. Can you repeat that for me?
2,11525.
That's for McCall, bro.
He bonded.
We didn't
Your
call
Honor.
that one.
He bonded, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And you told me somebody bonded. Somebody did refuse to come. Who was that?
Andrew Bergman.
Okay, we'll reset him for tomorrow. Who's next? What's your name, man?
Angela Gallagher.
Ms. Gallagher, you got picked up on 2 out-of-county warrants out of Miami-Dade, I believe. In each one of these cases, your bond is set at $600. Thank you.
It's just one.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry, it's just one. I thought it was 2, but it's
Your
just
Honor.
Yes?
Regarding Jessica Davis, she has an add-on detainer. Well, yeah, you don't answer. Oh.
This is Ms. Gallagher here.
No. Okay, Your Honor. My bad.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right. What's your name, sir?
D'Alvion McCook.
So you got an out-of-county warrant. You had no bond at this time. It's out of, what county is this out of? Sumter County. All right.
So,
thank you, sir.
Is it a certain amount of time before they can come, or
They're not transporting right now, sir. So what normally happens is they may start back to transporting the 1st of June. I'm not sure, but they may reach out to that department, the state attorney's office there to see if they can get an offer, or the court and see if they can resolve it here. But right now, you just stuck right now.
All right.
That's all. That's the best I can tell you. What's your name, sir?
Frank Grossi, sir.
So you picked up out on out-of-county warrant. Bond is set at $2,500. This is out of Lee County.
Sir. Then I had another charge, too, that had no bail on it for misdemeanor.
Well, I don't see it on here.
They
Yes,
said
Your Honor. He's here on another charge, out of county, and it doesn't have a bond.
Can I get a bond set on that, Your Honor, so I can get out of here?
I can't set a bond on a case from another county, but I don't have no authority to do that.
So you know how long I'm going to be here waiting for them to come get me? Is that a certain amount of time?
But they're not transporting right now. They may be transporting in June. That's the best I can tell you. All right.
Your Honor, I'm gonna give you the next few. Chiselhall, refused.
All refused.
Silky Johnson also refused.
Well, we had Silky Johnson yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And Silky Johnson just won't come. Can we put on that, please bring him by any means necessary?
Okay.
All right.
Jesse Key is medical.
Okay.
Hugo Panella, he also refused. Oh, he did.
Who is that?
Panella, never
Panella?
mind. Willie Walker is in the hospital.
Okay. We'll reset Mr. Walker when he's released within 24 hours.
Okay, step up, Ms. Beecham.
Hold on one second. Now, what you say now? Yes, Walker Hospital.
minute.
What else you got?
That's it. I'm ready.
All right. What's your name, please?
Good morning, Jasmine Beecham.
Morning, ma'am. You picked up on a charge of violation of probation.
Yes, sir.
Your bond is set at no bond. They the ones trying to keep up with me. I ain't bothering me. I ain't bothering me. They the ones. Judge, you need to hurry up. That's what they told me at the jail the other day. Y'all don't want me there. What's your name, sir?
Kevin Walker.
Mr. Walker, you got, let's see here. You picked up on charge, arrested on the charge of possession of firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon, $5,000 bond, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, $150 bond, possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams, $150 bond, possession of cocaine, $150 bond, resisting officer without violence, $100 bond, carrying a concealed firearm, $150 bond, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver with a weapon, and set bond in the amount of $10,000. Thank you, sir.
Is it time for any
Have
questions?
another case.
That's why I asked any questions or no?
What'd you say?
You have another case, the violation of probation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes? Okay. Okay, I see that. You arrested on charge of violation of probation? You had no bond in that case.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And the last one, Your Honor, Jordan Trent, he also refused.
He's gonna get out of jail today. Well, I can't do nothing about that. Let's reset him for Tuesday. Anything else y'all got out there?
No, sir.
Madam Clerk, did you have any questions about one of those cases that you said had a charge? They said he had 2 cases and we didn't have but 1.
I got it. I'm just writing it out.
It said no bond.
Yes,
All right. Y'all have a good rest of the day now.
You too.
Huh?